The Leader of the Third Party.
Thank you. We just heard an NDP textbook. 5 bad quotes, and they only read the one good one that they can find. Mr. Speaker, our future prosperity is based on confidence. Investors risk their capital when they have confidence of a reasonable chance of return on their investment called profit, which is not a 4-letter word. No. Investors once flocked to our province to invest in the oil sands, and with this confidence came billions of dollars and thousands of jobs. Well, Mr. Speaker, the multinationals have spoken with their feet by leaving. To the Premier, ConocoPhillips is the most recent of the departed with their vote of non-confidence in you and your government. When will you reverse your course on these policies that kill jobs?
Premier.
Well, Mr. Speaker, as I've already identified, I think it's fair to say that CNRL and Cenovus, 2 excellent Alberta-based companies, have a great deal of confidence in the oil and gas sector, Mr. Speaker, and I'm very proud that they have more confidence than the members opposite, who seem to revel in cheerleading this notion of telling a sad story, Mr. Speaker. But you know what? That's not how you attract investment to Alberta. Thankfully, we're the ones that are doing just that, Mr. Speaker.
First supplemental.
Thank you. The companies the Premier named earned most of their money when we didn't have a socialist government in Alberta. I believe that reality escapes all of us, but on a regular basis does it escape this government. To the Premier, you talk about job creation with all your grant programs and subsidies, but why don't you reduce impediments to job creation and let the free market do what it did so very well before you and your ministers were getting in the way of creating jobs and investment in Alberta?
Good question.
Well,
the Honourable Premier.
Mr. Speaker, the fact of the matter is our government is working very carefully, very aggressively, with a tremendous amount of energy on stimulating the economy, growing the number of jobs, and having Albertans' backs at this difficult time, Mr. Speaker.
Hear, hear.
We are not going to make a bad situation worse, Mr. Speaker. We are going to reverse the previous trends, and what we are going to do is have Albertans' backs. We're going to support their families, we're going to support their pocketbook, and we're going to support job creation, Mr. Speaker, and that's why Alberta is the fastest growing economy in the country this year.
Like maybe in bankruptcy, fastest growing economy.
Agreed. Second supplemental.
After killing the economy for 2 straight years, it's no wonder it's getting up off the mat right now. And no thanks to you, Premier. This government has been overburdening industry with regulations and taxes, and then turning around to offer grants and incentives to undo the damage that their taxes have caused to the industry and caused to homeowners. To the Premier, with a crisis in confidence in an NDP Alberta as a place to invest, will you commit to taking a look at the challenges that both businesses and families are facing under your increasing tax burden, increasing regulation, increasing bad policy, and when you actually think about Albertans for once?
Thank you, Honourable Member.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm sure the member opposite must have missed the survey that came out that talked about how small businesses actually have an increase in confidence just right now. So that's good news. The other thing is the Conference Board of Canada, Mr. Speaker, suggesting that Alberta will lead the growth throughout the whole country in 2017. And the TD Bank, Mr. Speaker, that actually said that as a result of the budget that we tabled just a couple of weeks ago, Mr. Speaker, Alberta will grow and lead the rest of the country because we are stimulating the economy, Mr. Speaker. That's what we're doing to grow the